Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Miss Fins Show. I am your host, Miss Fins. Thank you so much for coming through, guys. Hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button. Fins for the win. We gotta win. Thank God. Oh, my God. I forgot what this felt like. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Uh, I'm telling you, oh Lord. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Welcome to the game review, ladies and gentlemen. Phins for the win. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for coming through, guys. Hit that like button. You guys are amazing. We're going to go over the game review, guys. We're going to break this puppy down. Sorry, I'm just so happy. We won. It's because when you don't win, and then you finally do. It's so nice. I was starting to feel like the Jets. Thank God. Thank you, God. We remembered who we were. Oh, oh Lord, thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. I just full of emotions. So, guys, shout out to everybody in the building. What's up, Aquavision? Nay, Dolphin Dom, Dad D, welcome, First Saturday. Hooked up Joe, Victory Tuesday. Can't remember the last one, honestly. Probably before I was born. I don't know. I can't tell you either. What's up, everybody? Welcome, Broward boy. Let's go. Let's go, Dolphinier. That's what I'm talking about. Good morning, Mean Green. Welcome. Oh, man, I'm so happy. Sax Man, welcome. True Blazer, welcome. Thank you, God. I'm so happy that finally we were able to. We shall overcome. And we did. I'm telling you. Wake and bake. I'm high on opium. I'm telling you, yo. We won? I forgot what that felt like. Don't know what to do anymore. Oh, Lord. Oh, that feels so good. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you. It feels good. This is sad, though. I'm not gonna lie. He's been so thirsty for winning. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I just can't help myself. I gotta enjoy it. You know what I mean? I got these few moments we get this share of happiness. Okay. This season has driven me crazy. I'm telling you. The ups and downs, you just can't make this puppy up. You just can't. I mean, it's too much. Like, this is abuse. This is fan abuse by this team. I just can't. Uh, What's up? Another one of our awesome members. Good morning, Dolphins State of Mind. Good morning, Miss Phins. Emojis. Let's go. Oh man, I'm telling you, this feels so good. Whew. This feels so good. Hit that like button for us, guys. Hit the like button and let everybody else know we're live. I appreciate everybody coming through, guys. Thank you so much for coming through. As always, let's keep it clean, ladies and gentlemen. You already know. Also, to become a member of the family, guys, we really need you. We can't do this by ourselves. We really need you so we can continue to grow. And honestly, like we always say, I can't believe it. I finally get to say that it's true. Or at least with the one side. We win together. We lose together. Dolphins for life. Let's go. Let's go. for all those times in which let me not. Did the Phins just punch a first class ticket to purgatory? No. We didn't. Stop being negative. Stop ruining my life. I can't. Defense almost choked. Get out of here, Green. You have been excommunicated, Green Rat. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me, criminal. Don't talk about my defense. Are you kidding me? It's the only reason why we won is this defense. Now you're going to be blasphemous and talk about him, please. Please. Let's go ahead and bring up the game preview, the game review for us so we can recap this game. Oh my God, it just feels so good. So good. So good. How about you? I'm so happy. Like, oh, what up, Michelle? So you're telling me there's a chance? Yes, we are live, baby. Super Bowl, here we go. Wow, the hopium is strong today. Oh God, I'm telling you. Good morning, guys. Oh, the 3-6. Oh, maybe I should go ham on that one. Miami Dolphins go across country, ladies, across country to the LA Rams, who are 4-5 now. Put that whooping. Heel. Heel. Oh my gosh, I just can't. Oh, this is too much. I'm having too much fun today. Guys, hit that like button. Good morning. Thank you, Christmas. Welcome. Oh, Lord. I'm telling you. Finally, these Dolphins got it right out here making plays. I'm telling you. Tyreek makes key touchdown catch. And the Dolphins hold off the Rams 23-15 and snatch their 3-game skid. Okay, first of all, right then and there, stop. Because that is not how the game went. I'm telling you, these narratives from the main media, it's so frustrating. Like, tell the truth. Tell the truth. The truth shall set you free. Oh! I hear lying. Hold off who? We destroy them and then just let them make some last minute. Like, I can't. Tyreek cut a short touchdown pass from Tua in third, and Miami snapped their 3-game losing streak. Man, it wasn't even close. It was not even close. The defense did exactly what they were supposed to. They didn't even score a touchdown. I can't. Malik with that 18-yard run. Let's go. Man, of course it was scripted, so of course it's going to be good. But that first drive, oh man, it was beautiful. And you know what? I'm not going to lie to you guys. Watching yesterday's game after yesterday's game preview, I'm sitting and I'm watching this game and I'm like, oh my God. What I said, I'm seeing it on the TV. Because look, I don't pretend to know everything, but every day I try to do a little bit more so that I can get better at doing it. You know what I mean? And man, it just made me so happy. I was like, oh wow, Wow, look, exactly what I told you, where we can be better at, where we can attack. And man, we did it. We did it. I was so happy. Field goal, field goal, field goal, field goal, field goal. Man, these kickers need a raise at this point. Tua almost pissed me off. Tagovailoa. 20 out of 28, ladies and gentlemen. 207 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Matt Stafford, 32 of 46. 293 yards, 1 interception. And you know what? And I said this yesterday. We're better off in the passing game in our defense than we are in the run stopping part of our defense, which used to be backwards. But anyhow, right now for this game, it's what I said. It would, but the Rams are good at what? Getting chunk yardage in the run game and then finishing off trying to pass the ball to get into the touchdown, into the end zone. That's exactly what they did. And we kept them off. We kept them off. Michelle says, Miss Phins, most surprising stat from last night was only 1 penalty for a team. That's the one. When I heard the announcer say it, I was like, we got 1 penalty? Oh, so the guys want to actually come out here and execute? Okay. What up, context? I gotta read this one. Good morning. I gotta make this quick because I'm at work. But Miss Phins, you're right. Defense is the only reason why we won, but they're the only reason why we lost the last 2 prior games too. I'll hang up and listen. Thank you, context. Appreciate you. I see you, Cam. I see you. It's not the only reason why we won, but it's the main reason why we won is the defense. The only thing, though, finally the offense was complimentary. For the most part, they got 2 touchdowns, which is good. Better than 1 touchdown since they've been averaging every game since the end of last season. But I'm telling you, I'm just happy for a win at this point. You got Devon 18, move the chain. 18. Oh. 12 carries, 37 yards for us. Kyron Williams, 15 carries, 62 yards. Then you got Waddle. With 3 receptions, 57 yards, and one of the biggest drops I've seen in my life. I just can't even believe the ball. Tua did everything perfect in that pass. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. The ball is perfect. I mean, you couldn't get a perfect ball. And I don't know what this man is looking at, but it wasn't the ball because that's all he did. The ball came. I was like, no, was that a bad pass? It wasn't behind him. It was a 2 for 4. It looked like it was right there. Let me see this replay. And when I look, I was like, I'm done. I wish I had Payne. That's all I gotta say. Puka Nakua, 9 receptions, 98 yards. Let's keep it moving, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Look at this beautiful sea of aqua. Ah, it felt good. It felt right. It felt right. Whew. I'm telling you. It felt right. Ladies and gentlemen, the team stats. You got 238 Total yards for the Dolphins, 325 for the Rams. Both teams with turnovers, 15 first downs for the Dolphins, 20 first downs for the Rams. That 15 first down, the reason being is, and we still won the way that we did, is because the defense was able to put us in great positions. And at times, the offense was able to actually do something. What up, Adamas? Welcome, welcome, welcome. To a thread that needed rhetoric, and exactly, Hooked Up Joe. You could not have gotten a more perfect ball thrown to Waddle in that play. I'm like, oh, that's what I'm talking about. Tua Cook. Where's the ball on the ground? Where's the ball on the ground? It was. I'm telling you, this first it's the whole body catching with Waddle. He can't. Now he can't catch with his hands. Like, go to wide receiver you. Like, man, you need to stay an extra hour or two with the jug machine and just catch balls. You need to start catching balls, man. Catch balls. That ball was thrown perfectly to him, to his face. And that drop was when Tua started playing like crap. No, Tua was still semi-decent. Emojis. Oh. You don't have to be nasty, Green Man. He said he lost it in the lights. Oh, are we gonna CD Lamb this? Is that in the lights? Last time I checked, this wasn't a ball coming from up here where he's gonna have no. That ball was thrown perfectly to him, right on his neck. And don't give me that garbage that he lost it in the light when it hit his hands. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? The ball hit him perfectly in his hand. Lost it in white lights. It's a dome. And it was at nighttime. The ball didn't come from up here that he had to, no. What are we talking about? That's a BS excuse. Even if he said that, please, whatever. But seriously, anywho, lost it in the light. Even if he did lose it in the light, really? That's what we're going with? You lost it in the light? Please. Like you're not going to have light everywhere you play. Like you haven't been playing since you were a little kid. The light, it's not like he's got the light on him the entire time. Like, I can't. Even if that is what he said. But don't worry. I don't stoop to people's levels. We rise above. We rise above. Time of possession was even. You can't get more even than this. I mean, literally 29-48 for the Dolphins, 30-12. Like, it is dead even for both teams. It's as close to halfway through as much as possible. Like, you can't, it was a completely even game. Yes, it is. What up, Timothy? We're not used to bright lights at night, and our prime time record reflects that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's what we're dealing with. SoFi Stadium. SoFi Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. On Veterans Day, the Rams were favored by 2.5 points. The over under was 50.5 and almost certainly went under. Excuse me. Right? Because 38 points, not even close to 50. Well, they probably thought, well, Miami might do like 20 something. Rams might do 20 something too. So I guess that's probably the only thing. Man, over 72,000 people. That's what I'm talking about. That's a lot of people. Look, the nosebleeds have nosebleeds. Ooh, that's a lot of people. But, ladies and gentlemen, this game is way more than just what the stats give you. If you were watching that game, it was such a clean game. I mean, you had the defense playing so clean. They were getting after the quarterback. They were creating pressures. We got sacks. It was a clean game. Very clean game. Let me pull this up here. As a defense, where is it? We had, as a defense in total, 71 total tackles, 41 a solo. We had 4 sacks, one tackle for loss, 5 pass deflections, and 6 QB hits. Oh, sorry, 7 tackles for loss. My bad. This defense was out there cooking, ladies and gentlemen. Really cooking. Especially when you have 2 really good receivers like a Puka Nakua, like a Cooper Kupp. They were smothering the guys. At one point, they were showing zero blitz, backed out, still were able to drop in coverage. It was pretty good. I like to hear Chop Robinson's name finally creating some pressures. Now, I know, look at 2. 1 tackle, 1 solo tackle. Stop trying to tackle people, man. You can see, even Chop, he wasn't the best, but he was doing something. He was being productive, and I like that. I like that a lot. Deshaun Hand, too, man. Javon Holland coming through to seal some of the gaps, making some really important tackles for us. And the fact that out of the entire team, only 1 penalty, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe we did have started to figure something out because shout out to Coach Weaver. He fixed himself. He fixed this defense. Now, again, let me reel it in a little bit. This is relative to the fact that we played a mid team. What's up? Another one of our awesome members. Good morning, Doll family. Yes. Absolutely. Excuse me. Good morning, guys. I gotta drop it in. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Give me your thoughts on this game. I just dropped the link. Give me your thoughts on this game. Chubb had a sack last week as well. I think that makes two. Even if he did, I didn't really hear him like that. You know what I mean? What I mean is he making such an impact that I'm able to hear him? Um, which side won this game? I'm gonna be real controversial right now. I just post a poll, guys. Hit that like button. Who we getting back? Pamela, how you doing, my friend?
I'm good, my girl. Hello, hello. It's so good to see
Ah,
your smiling
hello.
face. How
Thank
about them
you. Thank
dolphins?
you. I'm so happy now. How about
Ah,
them Dolphins? That's what I'm
how
talking
about
about.
them dolphins? Yep.
It's about
I
time.
see. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what. Rams were playing tough, really tough, and I know I heard you right before I was coming in on the StreamYard say about they're a mid team. I would have said they were a mid team a couple of weeks ago, but their their last one or two games, not including this game, they played really well. Which I think they played well last night too. We just played better. So I don't know that I would consider them just a mid team. Not top, but somewhere, three quarters. They're the three quarters team.
Yeah, to me, this team is on the rise. They are making a push for the playoffs. I mean, right now they're number three in their own division in the NFC West. What's up, Hooked Up Joe? So when I say that the Rams are a
So
mid team, it's because of where they're at right now. Even if you take a look at the conference for them as well, this team is not a great team. They're still trying to piece it um put things, together. Now in the NFC, they're only what, one game behind, two games behind the seventh seed. So they're making a push for the playoffs. So this isn't a
and
bad team, but to me
and
they're a
the
mid.
The reason
right,
their record's so bad is because they were missing some key players
yeah,
early. They got like 3 key players back, like I think maybe Cup
exactly.
and some other ones. So I think I mean,
Mhm.
right now we're seeing just a totally different team. I mean, a lot of people were predicting us to lose this even, a while back because of who they
Oh
have
yeah,
back. And they've been playing
Yeah,
tough and they beat the Vikings.
yes.
exactly.
And that was a heck of a game. I remember watching that game, and that's exactly what I was going to say was they got key players back, and those players had a big impact in the game last night. Have you ever noticed how teams get their key players back when they play us? Have you ever?
You can't make this up, Miss Pam. Like literally, they get their key players right before
Right.
we get to
Yeah, I
players.
mean, every time it's like, are you kidding me? But those players made a big difference, and that defense was for real. You know, our offense. I think the biggest negative that I saw for our offense last night was Tua holding the ball. He didn't have to take those sacks. He was holding the ball. He could have scrambled out of the pocket. He literally turned back into the defenders on that one. If he'd have kept going outside, he could throw the ball away, and then we're not buried back, in more.
We
Mm,
were able to
I'm
get out of it though, amazingly. Like even when those happened, we only punted 3 out of 10 times. We did grind the ball out and keep it for half the game, even against them that outstatted us like crazy. Bend don't
yeah.
break.
Then don't
What?
break.
Yeah, but it just almost makes you kind of weary because that there was a period in the middle of the game, and I know we all were like sweating bullets. Turnover, 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 turnover. You're like, what the hell just happened? Like it all happened within like a 2 minute span. You just couldn't believe it was.
Yes.
turnover. The next play was a turnover. 2 plays after that was another turnover. And you're like, what? What happened? Like it was so bad. It pissed me off. And I will tell you this, and I didn't want to have to get too much into it, but yes, Tua Tagovailoa held anybody that wants to tell me that the offensive line did bad. They played phenomenal,
He had
and
tons of
he
time.
had
Yes.
so much time behind that pocket. Throw away the ball. Like you have to throw. I feel like he regrets back to when he was a
Rookie.
rookie
Mm-hmm.
when he never threw away the ball. I'm like, who gives a crap about your stats? Don't put your team in a 3rd and 20. Like, that's horrible. Go ahead and throw the ball away. So it's just very, very, very
Well, and to your
frustrating to
point,
see that.
Miss Spence, the thing is he did it a couple times in the first half. And if you noticed the coach's comment, it was the most concise comment I've heard him like during a game like that before. And he specifically, without calling out who was holding on to the ball, I think he said something like that. But he specifically addressed that issue and said, we'll go back to our fundamentals and go over, our techniques and kind of basically football 101 is what he said in a roundabout way. So I thought, okay, he's going to go in there and go, dude, don't hold the ball. Run out of the pocket, throw it away, live to play another down. Nope, he did it again. It was crazy. He did it again. Sorry, I've been sick.
No, well, first of all, feel better.
Thank you.
That's important. But yeah, it's I did see that some of the fundamentals, like, we gotta go back and run through those again. Which to me, this is week what 10. Like,
Right.
come on, man, we shouldn't be going through this. You know what I mean? But I will tell you this. Now there was another one where Tua is backing out of the pocket. Obviously, the pressure's coming towards him. And I don't know why he didn't throw the ball away, or in that instance, I could understand taking the sack because he literally was almost falling on the ground.
Yep.
But the man, I don't know what he does with this little pass, and I'm like, you just fumbled the ball. Why would you just hold on to the ball and just get sacked? Because I don't know what you just did there.
It was crazy.
And I was like, what is going on? And that's the problem that was frustrating. And I do agree with you. Yeah, if Tua is under pressure, they pick him up. It's true. There's no denying that, Green Rat. Like, and that was one of the parts that frustrated me about yesterday's game. It's Tua's creating his own pressures. That's where I felt like it was like the O-line was giving him enough time for him to go ahead and take a look at his reads, and let some of the plays develop, obviously, and the routes develop. But at one point, I was like, Tua, why would you throw the ball to nobody? Because I'm still trying to figure out what player he flicked the ball to avoid a sack when he should have just. And that instance, you put yourself in that pressure, take the sack. The other one that was 3rd and 20,
the ball.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There was no reason for him to take that sack. But exactly, secure the ball, and he just absolutely didn't secure the ball. It was. I'll tell you this. It was a really good. I'm telling you, I wasn't lying when I said it at the beginning. We're so thirsty for a win. Everything seems like, oh my God, we were so glorious. There's a lot wrong in this game, ladies and gentlemen. A lot. In the offense, seldomly in the defense, but there was some stuff the defense got to clean up too.
Yes, and I agree with that. Like, for the most part, I am excited about this win. Our offense and our defense showed up at the same game at the same time. Now, Should some adjustments been made a little sooner by the defense? Yes. Should Tua be holding on to the ball that long over and over and over? I know he wants to make a play, but when you see that you got guys like on you, that is what part of you thinks you need to take a sack 20 yards back? Run out of
Yeah.
the pocket, throw the ball away. And he had, other than one time, and it's the one you were talking about, I just thought he fumbled the ball. I didn't see him flick it. And the
No,
other
he
thing
flicked it. Oh, that's what pissed me off. I'm like, why are you trying to flick it? You already sacked, dude. Just protect the ball at that instant.
well, you know what we've seen him do in the past, and he's gotten caught by intentional grounding. He'll throw it straight at the ground, like clocking on the ground, like it's a stop the clock kind of situation. But that's intentional grounding, so he's taken that kind of penalties before in the same situation. But that is so easily to be a turnover. Like he's got to get that out of his head. But the lack of penalties, and you said we only had one.
Uh at this point, man, you kind of almost wanted him to just be a little bit smarter in those particular plays to be able to allow us to keep moving the ball, down the field. But and some of this, I don't know why. And I get it. Listen, when they did clamp down and there were guys that were not open, I get that. But you got to be smart. You got to throw the ball away. Maybe he doesn't think he can get to the line of scrimmage at this point. I'm like, if this man can't get to the line of scrimmage, uh, we have a problem. That's all I gotta say. But let me welcome Nene in the building.
Hey,
What's up, Nene?
Nene. Good morning,
Thank you for your
girl.
service, ma'am. Thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Hmm.
I normally don't participate in the free stuff for Veterans Day, but it was interesting here in North Carolina. We have a store called Food Lion. It's similar to, I guess, I don't know, because we have a Publix here too. But either way, um, it was 30% off in there. Walgreens was 20%. So
Girl, in this
I
economy, I would have been like, "Thank you. I'll have another." I'll
And
have.
Publix was thirty
Exactly.
percent off for veterans, but I do appreciate everybody showing their respect to the service members. I always think about the ones that are not here, that paid the ultimate sacrifice. I know that's
Hmm.
Memorial Day, but they're also veterans. But to the game, because today is crazy. Some know, some don't know, but I was selected to be in the Hall of Fame at my high school. So
What? Ba, ba, ba,
Nice, girl.
yeah, yeah, and between that
Congrats.
and still keeping my straight A's in grad school, today I have tons of meetings, so I won't be on here long. But as a Dolphin fan, I am consistent, win or loss. We always like to see the win. But I wanted to say something real quick about execution and talent. I often hear people when they describe this team, their expectations is always hopium because of the talent. But to me, last night proved execution is more valuable. Because I looked at the Rams, they really were doing what the Dolphins normally do, and that's shoot themselves in the foot, missing field goals, not getting touchdowns, a lot of penalties and key moments. So I just think as a fan base, we have to obviously celebrate the win, but understand that we have to keep ourselves, even with our other football team in the college side, the execution and key moments is to me the most valuable point. And I am so proud of that defensive line, Calais Campbell, Zach Sealer coming back. You could see the difference when you get pressures. But to me, I know everybody's gonna go to defense. Those are the obvious one. But I was looking more on those key moments, those third downs, those field goals instead of getting a field goal, getting a touchdown, or whenever they scored, you counted that what they scored to keep. Because remember, it kept becoming an 8-point lead. So the execution has to be continue, right? But let's be honest, the Rams, they shot themselves in the foot. A lot of they were kind of like us, moving the ball all the way to the end zone and making a critical mistake. And I think just moving forward, whether how the season ends, that's what I'm looking for outside of the talent and the injuries. Whoever's out there, we'll make sure we're executing and not doing things to hurt ourselves. I was so happy for one penalty. I know a lot of people
Yeah.
have
I
divided.
think that's the difference in the game is that
Yeah,
one penalty.
It
I
was a
mean,
huge
and
difference.
it was, and I have my feelings about Tua holding the ball and taking hits. That's going to be the conversation everybody has. But I think there's a deeper thing we need to look at is making sure we're adjusting. And one time for Weaver, because that team, even though it's not a great team, right? They're kind of in the middle of the road too, like us. But you can see that they went and they really looked at that film. You can tell even Kato Kohu and Cam Smith, because they was trying to target Cam Smith a lot. We know what Ramsey does. But I was very proud that we didn't shoot ourselves. I was kind of I don't want to be negative, but I was bracing myself. I like, oh, please don't have a Dolphin moment. Please hit the field goal, Jason Saunders. Make sure we don't do nothing to, shoot ourselves in the foot. But I'm happy for the win. But I cannot stay long because, like in an hour, I have a call to deal with the Hall of Fame and some other things. We are still giving out scholarships. I don't know if y'all know, but that's one of the things I'm doing. So when I'm missing, it's not just missing. We are getting scholarships ready for the kids at Miami Central High School for the band program. So I do a
Nice.
Yes,
lot of work
marching
behind.
band, let's go. I was in a marching band, so that's awesome.
Hey, Miss Nene, I want to say congratulations, first of all. And I think your point about execution is excellent. However, I got to push back a little bit because I heard the announcers saying, the LA didn't play very well and they shot themselves in the foot. But there were reasons in my mind why they had problems, and it was because of good play by the Miami Dolphin defense. You can't take away what all they did and how well they played and how great they got after the quarterback at times, and covering them really well. I mean, to me, your point about execution, as I said, is well taken, and it makes a difference for sure. But our defense caused a lot of their issues. So I want to put that in the win column rather than the we got lucky because they didn't play that great column.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm saying that in terms of the body of work of us all season, right? We can even look at the win against Jacksonville, right? I love Santana Moss quote, big time players make big time plays in big moments. But also people make mistakes in big moments. And for me, there was plenty of times where yes, the defense influenced the mistake, but there were still moments where I think we executed when we probably would have made a mistake. So that to me looks like a lot of film work, and I think Calais Campbell is leading that team. I'm happy because I'm a Canes fan, so there's bias. But to me,
Right.
you can see that even at his age, because I remember when he signed, a lot of people didn't like the age perspective. But I think he's like 38, 39 years old. And the way he plays smart, his age is actually a win because he has the experience to know, hey, I can't get to the quarterback, but let me back down the ball, things of that
Yes.
nature.
Yep, two
So,
bats.
but yeah, I'm just saying, like, I was happy that the Dolphins didn't dolphin, to make that mistake
Right?
that you go back on Tuesday and
Seriously.
now, because it was there. And even, I'm critical on Tua. But I did appreciate a couple of the scrambles where he found the open player instead of looking for the big play. The John Smith throws, even the Raheem Mostert, and that's where I think his time on concussion protocol, per his words, when he sat with the coaches and looked at the film, I think he's starting to realize, hey, I don't always have to throw the deep ball to Waddle and Tyreek. I got, my running backs. I got A-Chain, I got Mostert, I got John Smith that are more intermediate throws that are safer, if that makes sense.
No, I agree 1,000%. And I think AB kind of hit this in kind of Miami Heat, because I know, Nene, you and I love the Heat. He said after Calais retires, McDaniel should hire him as a D-line assistant coach. And shoot, that sounds pretty good to me. Yeah, that's a great point. Like that was a really good point. But you know what? I'm gonna bring you real quick, guys, and I showed you guys this yesterday. They're bad at the passing game. And to your point, Nene, I really appreciated when Tua got out of his comfort zone and made those scrambles. And you can tell he took what the defense gave him and put that receiver in the best play possible. This is probably one of the best positional games I've seen Tua. And what I mean by that is a lot of balls he put his wide receivers in danger, to get like slammed by the defense, right? Yep. But if you take a look at it, he was able to pick out the guy that was actually open when he scrambled, where the guy was not only able to catch the ball, he was able to get a little bit of yak and even get us those first downs that we needed. So for me, I saw growth from Tua, and maybe he needed to rest and go on IR. And to your point, Nene and Miss Pam, if this is something he can build upon, oh man, no team can handle us, because I'm a Dolphin fan.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. He mentioned it, and we got his pressers. I don't know if it was the controversial chips presser, but it was one where he said that once he was on IR, he would come in early and just sit with the coaches and look at the film. And I'm gonna be honest, I see that. I still cringe when I see him start to step out that pocket. I still start the prayer meeting and the prayer call that he's okay. I think
when you get all the candles and you're like, please.
Yeah, the poor dog be sleeping and had to jump up because I'm like, Tua, slide, please. But I appreciate the other fact too, and I land here because I do have to go, is that the Dolphins saved Florida yesterday.
Yes.
You know that all of our teams, football,
I do know. There it is.
And there it is. So I can't believe I'm saying it because it's usually the other way around. The Dolphins mess it up, but they won yesterday, and that saved the state of Florida for those who cheer all Florida football.
Oh, I do. I'm a fan of all. I'm a Florida girl. I'm a fan of all of them. And I was like, thank you, Miami. You put the state on your back.
Yes. And I want to turn that term dolphin, don't dolphin it up. We need to turn that, from a verb to,
a positive verb. Right. Let's put it that way. But Nene, thank you so much for coming.
And we finally got a prime time victory. I want to make sure, not just our Tuesday. We finally won a game on prime time. And it was kind of boring and I was annoyed the whole time, but we did it. So y'all have a blessed day.
And again, congrats.
Don't forget.
Congrats.
Yep, congratulations.
Congratulations, Nene.
Congrats. What up, Lance? Welcome, sir.
Morning, all.
How you doing, Lance? Talk to me what you think about this game.
I didn't really get to watch it. I was
and there goes Lance. I'm just kidding.
Oh, there it is.
I don't know you, Lance. You know I love you, man.
I didn't really get to watch. I mean, I listened to it, so I can't, because I can't find a stream.
Oh, we have a stream. We streamed it, and the
stream. Well, I'm saying on live.
We did. We streamed it. We stream live. We
Yeah,
set
it
up
was
our own
live.
private streaming server, and we had about 75 people there last night. It was fun, and the
Yep.
chat is really fun too. We have
Oh,
some people come into the chat, and we watch, and Pam yells at the screen, and we laugh. It was
Yep.
great. You should
Yep.
definitely get on. If you're not on the Facebook group where we share the link, then get
and you're
that.
allowed to show the whole game?
You're not allowed
I
to.
wouldn't say allowed.
Guys, you're trying to get me canceled or something over here on YouTube? Can we take that offline? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir.
You have to get with us, Lance, and we'll give you the secret
Exactly. They'll
handshake.
give you the secret sauce.
All right,
Exactly.
all right, definitely.
But we won. We got this. What's up, Cap for life?
Yeah.
Hey, Cap.
I mean,
Oh, good morning, beautiful people. How are you?
We're good. We're
Happy,
good.
happy.
Let Lance real quick cook, and then I got you, man. Go ahead, Lance.
nobody's gonna like what I gotta say.
Uh-oh.
Though we played great, I still want that number. I still want Ward or Sanders,
Okay, that's nothing bad.
regardless.
You know how many people I've heard say that all last night, dude? I barely woke up this morning. I was like just going through messages and read. Dude, you're not the only one that feels that way.
And the thing is, the more we win, the less chance we have.
I know. We honestly at this point we're pushing.
Not that I want to lose.
We're gonna run this back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to lose, but at the same time, I'm like, well, I mean, it's gonna be worth it. I love it when we win, but at the same time, I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, we gotta get those wins, man. I'm sorry. We cannot, play down for some player.
I don't
feel
want to
like
play
we
down.
gotta win. Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to necessarily play down, but at the same time, I don't want to lose a good spot in the picks because
Right.
we got to be in that top 7 or 8 to move up. Because no team's gonna want to, like a 20th first round pick.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give up way too much to go, especially if you're going from 20 to.
Yeah. I mean, you got to
especially
stay
when
in
you
that
got
mid.
you got what 6, 7, 8 teams. Like Giants need a quarterback, Tennessee needs a quarterback, Cleveland needs a quarterback, Vegas needs a quarterback, New Orleans needs a quarterback, Jets are gonna draft a quarterback. There's no way they don't draft at least a backup. You know what I mean?
Right.
Carolina might consider it. You know what I mean? So
you gotta be in that top 7.
Colts definitely need a quarterback. So it's way too many teams that need a quarterback. That if you're 20th, you're not making it all the way up there to be able to do it. But, ladies and gentlemen,
backups.
I don't want to be on top of the draft.
I don't either. No,
I prefer the year after. I want the 2026 top pick.
Well, okay, and I agree with you. Okay, but if we do that, we're stuck even more with Tua. This is the year we have to get rid of Tua because next year is going to be it's going to be too much.
Now, when you got a rookie quarterback, that's what it will offset it. Rookie quarterbacks don't make that much, so whatever we have to pay in dead cap will be offset by the fact that you have a rookie quarterback.
Well, look at the dead cap. I mean, look what we have to pay him this year if we get rid of him compared to next year.
I saw, and if in March he's still in the team, it'll kick off and guarantee 2026 year of fully guaranteed. So I understand. Listen, I get it, but at this point, listen, look, we're not in the driver's seat. We're just fans.
Yeah.
In about 5 days, they're gonna be charging everybody their season tickets for next year, which I think is ridiculous.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, and they raised them again. And I'm like,
Lord. What are they trying to get people to drop their season tickets? They need to put something on the field consistently in order to, good grief. They should have paid interest.
From what I understood,
that's what irks me. Like, you guys know that, we know that, they're raising prices. We all know this. But then we're in a day and age where we have social media in the palm of our hand, and we can use it for good. And people say, "Oh, you can't do anything." We're just I get that. We're just fans. But if we're being taken advantage of, I think this is the best opportunity to voice your frustration in order to have things change. I don't think the Dolphins would like to have a pissed off fan base knowing they're being charged for pretty much a switch and bait type of deal. You know what I mean? Like, I get everybody's happy and everybody's in the fall in line and donate to the good causes that we need to with this organization.
Yes,
I get that.
Please donate to DCC, guys.
There's going to be a lot of cloud chasing. I get that. But when it comes to the point where our finances are being affected by this team, I don't think it's wrong for us to voice our opinion when it comes to these tickets being hiked up and we're not getting a product on the field. I don't think it's wrong at all.
That's what upsets me. How are you going to charge more and not even give your season ticket holders yellow parking? Like, I go to, it costs money, but I go and I'm like, they're not always full. Like, I don't understand why they don't give, especially their brand new members. They're out here selling gray parking that's like 10 miles away, and you got to hike like you're Moses. I'm like, no, I refuse.
And people don't realize it. You guys are the best sales pitch. Like, you guys are the best sales rep for the team. Whether you don't realize it or not, you're selling for them. And that's why they're staying quiet, because we're doing the work for them. But if we stay quiet and say, hey, this ain't working out, something has to give, I think they would listen. And if they don't, then you know the problem that we have in this organization.
Well, I think we know that anyway. You know what I mean? Cap for life.
Yeah, but it takes a loud voice in order for it to get heard. Not just one loud voice, a unison.
A lot of loud voices. Exactly. Yes.
No, I can't deny. I mean, it's actually kind of frustrating more than anything else, if you think about it.
Well, as fans, when you look around at other stadiums, what they do for their fans and how the experience is, we're less than by a lot. And go ahead.
Didn't we used to give beads away back in the day?
Yeah, man, they used to give T-shirts away, beads. They gave like little stuff for the kids for them to do coloring and whatever. Like they gave away like mini towels. They were giving away stickers, a bunch of stuff for the fans. They don't do jack anymore. Like nothing.
That's because they got you guys. Fans. They got you 2 years ago when they signed everybody. Once they got everybody, they got you too.
And that is where the consistency comes from, Miss Pam. They do give us something consistently. It's just a bunch of named players. That's it. But it's not a good product at the end of the day. That's the problem.
So far. Exactly.
Shiny objects on a team.
That's it.
Yeah. That's right. That's a good way
but right now,
I want to start the subject real quick and talk about footballing last night, because I, for the most part, enjoyed watching that defense. And for us to hear last week how this defense was the Achilles heel of the problem of this team, I want to know if everybody's having that same energy this morning. Because how many field goals were kicked last night? How many touchdowns were scored by the Rams last night? I don't think nobody wants to talk about that. But it's okay, because that's how the season's been. It's been a roller coaster of emotions. But let's call it like we see it last night. Let's call it like we see it. We know damn well who won that game last night for the Dolphins, and it wasn't the quarterback.
No, although he did play well at times. To me,
yeah, he did. Look, he'll have his pockets of good stuff here and there, Pam. We know that, but it's inconsistency year after year. It's not consistent.
No, absolutely. And I mean, we were talking earlier about him holding the ball and how that's like such a rookie kind of thing to do. And he didn't do it once or twice. He did it, I don't know, 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
he
gives us two
wasn't throwing the ball
plays
away.
and then 4 bonehead plays after that.
Yeah. But we came up excellent when we needed it most. And, to me, the defense holding them to only 3 third downs, that was excellent. The defense, what I saw this week that I didn't see last week in the defense was the adjustments. And also, of course, having Sealer back out there. I mean, that makes all the difference. But
Calais Campbell, Zach Seiler, they rotated with
Calais.
Chop and Quentin Bell. Like the interior front 4 played phenomenal yesterday. The secondary did great, but the pressure up front, Calais wanted it more. Zach Seiler wanted it more. You saw it.
Yep.
Did y'all see
one of the best
Go ahead,
fours? We have one of the best fours on the D in the NFL as far as being able to get pressure with the 4. We're up there, and that makes a huge difference. It leaves the rest of the team
it was
to do
organic.
what they need to do. I mean, that's organically doing the right thing on the D. We're not having to extend one place and make up for something somewhere else. And that's how other teams get us. We have to put 5, 6 guys back to get their front 4, and then we cover them on the back, or they cover us on the back. So we kind of doing that with them.
Well, even the O-line did good.
Calais Campbell did interview after the game. I don't know if y'all saw the interview or not, but it was excellent. I think it was on the Scott Van Pelt show on ESPN, but he was so excited. He was so amped up, and the way he was talking, he wants to play as a Miami Dolphin, and his words were, until the wheels fall off, he's going to keep playing football. So, Nene brought it up earlier about the age. Yes, it matters physically, but mentally, it's a bonus because, experience is huge. And he showed that, and his influence in that defense is masterful. I mean, that was just a beautiful game by that line.
I'd like to see Calais be involved in our strength and conditioning department a little bit more. The way he takes care of himself. I mean, if everybody took care of themselves like he does, that's why he's still there at his age.
And that's a good point. That's a really good point.
The thing is, too, not all players make great coaches.
No, I was just talking about him, like more of his strength and conditioning
like a strength coach. Yeah, I get that's the best one I've heard. But him to be the coach, I was like, But you don't know till you try. You never know till you really try. I mean, look. Remember Dan Campbell?
Yes.
Hey, Superfish, Smitty's been asking for you. We miss you.
Yeah,
what's up, Shake Money?
Oh, there's Shake. Hey, Shake. Shake them up.
Shake. Shake money. Overall, ladies and gentlemen, to put it in perspective, we played a mid-team. A bad team played a mid-team and played better. That's really what happened. We're a bad team that played a mid-team, and we played better. We shouldn't be a bad team. With the talent that we have, this roster is top 5 in the league.
Yep.
But we've been a bad team that played a mid-team, and we played better. Coming up in the next games that we have, we took care of what we needed to take care of with LA. Now we got Raiders at home. We got Patriots at home. So we're in a homestand for the next 2 weeks. You see what I mean?
Yeah,
so no worries, Sister Joe. We got you. So these next 2 weeks are a must win. Where would that put us? 5 and 6.
Every game's a must win now.
Well, yeah, every game's a must win. But what I mean by must win is I don't mean these are lesser teams. These are worser teams than where we're at. We're creeping into being a mid team. We're still a bad team, but we're still creeping up to being a mid team. So on our way up, we have to destroy these two really bad teams that are coming up, which is, again, the Patriots and the Raiders. We take care of these two puppies. We're going to creep up even more to that mid-tier type of team. You know, your 16th, your 15th, your 17th teams. That range. We do that. Then we travel to the Packers. Ladies and gentlemen, we just proved to you that we can play across country and win in prime
That was
time.
beautiful.
If
That
we
was
can
beautiful.
translate that and go up, because it's not even, it's halfway distance, you know, because we're going up this time to Green Bay versus going literally across country. So it's a shorter flight, but we've proven that we can win away. Let's go. And look, we were very competitive in that away game versus the Bills too. We just unfortunately couldn't pull it through, which makes it even more frustrating. So we go up to Green Bay. We take care of Green Bay over there, which I'm not saying it's going to be easy, and it's not. Come back home and beat the Jets, who are an awful, crappy team than us. Worse team than us. Now you're looking at what? We're 3-6, 4-6, 5-6, 6-6, 7-6. So by week 15, when we travel to the Texans, we literally we'd be coming into this at 7-6, above 500.
Yeah, baby.
That graphic is wrong. That graphic is international, guys. I'm sorry. This is an international graphic, so I apologize if the dates and whatever are wrong. It's I'm just trying to show you the
the games that are coming up. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm just showing you the games that are coming up. But it looks like it's right. Yeah. It's coming this way. That's why. So,
Is Wilkins still playing, or is he hurt?
He was hurt last I know.
No, he is out for the year.
Yeah.
ACL.
He's out for the year. Oh, it was an ACL.
Oh, Green Bay game is on Thanksgiving. That's right. That is right. We're wearing our white throwbacks at an away game. Okay. Oh, that's gonna be pretty. I don't think I've seen the white throwbacks in a while. Ooh,
it's been a while.
That. It's been a while since I've seen that. So yeah, that's a Thanksgiving game. Oh, I'm liking that. That's a good one right there.
If we're wearing white and there's snow, we blend in. Yep. Like wearing camo in the woods.
That's actually kind of funny. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, so we can literally go into Green Bay above 500. If we can somehow, into the Texans above 500 at 7-6. If we can somehow take care of them, it's not going to be easy, but I think they're winnable. It's a winnable game. Then we could be 8-6 coming back home for our last home game versus the Niners. And who's to know what type of team they are? Now, granted, CMC is going to be up and Adams ready to go. And that team is going to be way better than what they were earlier in the season. But it's still available for us. You know what I mean?
They barely handled the Bucks, though. And they had, they have their people back.
Yeah, but the Bucks are actually good. So
they're pretty good. They're pretty good, but they've lost some games they probably shouldn't have either. One of them was definitely on referees, and you can guess which game that was.
G-Man is right. The playoffs started last night for us. Yeah. I mean, at this point, every game is a must win. We have to win out, like it says.
Yeah. Look, I'm not going to be critical on the interceptions. The interceptions, I'm not going to be that critical because he's throwing it downfield. I get that. But you and I both know the turnovers that kill us the most are the ones when he overthinks it, holds on to the ball. Stuff like that we've been harping for 3 years. That's fundamental stuff that McDaniel's talking about putting into his head. you got to try a different method because you've tried every type of method to put it in his head. Stop holding onto the ball, and he still does it. So the interceptions I can deal with because it is do or die time. You got to try everything to move and get a win. I get it. But like Miss Finn said, you got to play smart when it comes to like, hey, after 3 seconds, I got to do something or it's going to cost us 20 yards. And it cost us 20 freaking yards on that play.
Yes, it did. And he did it a lot. It wasn't like he did it once or twice. He did it over and over again.
Yeah, if he can tighten that up, then we should be in a better position. As long as we're not beating ourselves with a massive amount of penalties, which we clean that up. If we can sustain this and at the end of the day, execute players. That's what I harped it yesterday morning. We have to execute. McDaniel, I'm not worried about McDaniel putting a game plan because he always puts a game plan. Does he make adjustments? Not really. But he always puts in a decent game plan. But now we need the players to execute. And in this game, I can say that defense executed and the offense complementary executed. But I did put out a tweet and I said the defense can't play against the Rams and our own offense again. Like, we can't have that. We cannot be having all those turnovers, all those fumbles, taking ridiculous sacks that we don't need to be taking. Throw the ball away. Who cares about stats, Tua? You're not winning MVP. So now that we can let go of all those worries, let's go out there and play some football. Exactly. And if you can go ahead and protect the ball, and this defense plays clean, and this offense doesn't give us pre-snap penalties like they were non-stop the entire season, then we have a good chance of what I'm saying here, really coming into Texans being 7-6. By the time we play San Fran, we'll be 8-6. By the time we play the Browns, we could be at 9-6 and then beat the Jets 10 and I mean, I missed the game, didn't I 11-6. Sorry, 11-6 by beating the Jets. There you go.
Well, and you think about that. I mean, that should work, but we have to, as you said, execute. And you were talking about the turnover, that section of the game. Did you not feel like you had multiple personalities? You were like, and then it just
bipolar. A team is a reflection of its head coach.
That was probably the most grueling I've been all season. You just couldn't make it up. You literally had, yo, let's go defense turnover. You're like, what the man? Oh, God. And then you're like, okay, fine. Defense again, let's go another turnover. You're like, you just can't make this sucker up. You can't make this up. My God, fix this offense. It was so frustrating. Guys, hit that like button, guys. We need 10 more likes. Help us out here for life. Hit the like button, guys, and subscribe. Thank you. But seriously, it was frustrating. Seeing that sequence right there. It's just turnover. Like, I think it was literally 4 turnovers in less than a minute.
I think it was gameplay.
It was personalities. Ridiculous.
Yeah. Ridiculous. Look, don't get me wrong. He holds on to the ball when he's on the run. He'll make something happen out of nothing. I get that. That's why he holds on to it, because when he's out of the pocket, he rolls out. He'll complete good passes, but he gets a little bit too cocky, thinking one split second more, I can do this. And I get his method to the madness, but it's just too much. It's becoming too consistent. Like he's just rolling out just to roll out. Trust the offensive line you have. Trust them.
And they did a really good job. And he actually on that one play turned back into the defense. I mean, it was like he was trapped. He had time to get outside and throw it away.
He stepped up. The pocket was there.
You're not wrong. And you know what? I'll give you this. If this was McDaniel holding Mostert accountable, then I'm all for it. As long as we get a win, don't get stubborn either. He got the ball passing to him, but he didn't carry the ball last night. He got passes thrown to him, but he did not get the ball carried.
Yeah, he caught that crucial first down catch, though. I mean, he didn't play the whole game, but he caught some good passes.
Yes.
What's up, Chef Jew in the building? How you doing? Banana says, y'all really want to be in the playoffs. I don't see the point being in the playoffs if we're not going to be competitive. It's any given Sunday, Banana. We could be the 2000s, the re-emergence of the 2007 New York Giants to go out and destroy that big bad wolf called Chiefs, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, no, I get what he's saying though. Like, just he's like, don't get lost in the sauce. I get what he's saying. You know what I mean? Like, we fall for this all the time. I get what he's saying.
Nah, I get it too, but still, I gotta have something to root for this team. You know what I mean? We were thirsty. I was like,
yeah, man. I don't want to be like week 10. It's over. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad.
I don't want to be like the Jets. The Jets season was over 3 weeks ago. We knew this as Dolphin fans, but they delusionally thought that having Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams was gonna somehow turn around their season. I predicted they'll maybe get 7 games. Like 7 games. We're way better than they are. Case in point, ladies and gentlemen. The Miami Dolphins are 1 game away or outside of the 7th seed. We're only 1 loss outside because we haven't played enough games to match Denver just yet. So once we play, I think we got to play 1 more game. They haven't taken their bye yet. So we are actually in a better position because we haven't fully played, because we took our bye so early, right? If we can get that extra win and go in 4-6, we're ahead of the Colts and the Bengals. So we take care of this next game. We put ourselves in that position to being half a game out from the 7th seed, if not all right. Because if Denver, Colts, and Bengals lose next week, which I don't think they will, but if they do, and we win, we're in the 7th seed. We're in the 7th seed.
Yeah, everybody that we wanted to lose pretty much lost this past weekend.
Exactly. So we're that's why, and this is what I was trying to tell when I do the AFC, which I'll do obviously tomorrow morning, and I'm gonna explain this tomorrow again. This is why I said those teams with 7 losses, they're done. Their season is over. Now they gotta play tankathon if they're smart to get a top pick. Because Patriots aren't going nowhere, even though I know they just won their game. You know what I mean? They were playing for their coach. You know what I mean? They're not gonna win no more than the Jets might only win 3 more games and get 6 wins at this point. Heck, I believe New England might win more games than the Jets, and then the Jets are at the bottom. But the difference is
beat the Bears. The Bears got a good defense, and they're
gonna happen.
Like,
Aaron Rodgers has destroyed that team on his own. He effectively fired his own coach. And, as if he was the problem. And he wasn't the problem. That coach was actually a really good coach. But Aaron wanted to be the boss. And so now what I want to know is, who you going to fire now, Rodgers? Who you firing now? Because y'all suck. And guess who needs to fire?
We know how that feels, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, don't remind me, man. That hurts me. But, yeah, I'll tell you this, though. We're still mathematically in the hunt when it comes to this playoff. That's why we can't give up on this season yet. Technically, out of all the teams with 7 losses, we're still in a better position because our schedule is easiest. So even if we do gain 1 more loss and we end up being 10-7, we could still secure the 7th spot. Now, do we want to be 7? No, nobody wants to be 7. But if that's where it comes down to, then that's what it comes down to. At the end of the day, we're still alive in this playoff.
If the Ravens and the Chargers keep winning, that's who we need not to win, right? The Chargers and the Ravens?
No. I already. So the way I explain it for everybody is, no matter what happens, the 5th spot will go. No matter what, is going to go to the NFC, the AFC North. Period. So Baltimore is either going to be Baltimore or Pittsburgh. Those two are fighting for who's going to be 3 overall because they will secure the 5th spot. So that one's not even an option for us.
What about the Chargers?
Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh.
The Chargers.
Did you see Pittsburgh's? Did you see
Pittsburgh.
I mean, they're playing.
No, Pittsburgh has the number 1 seed. It's up to the Ravens and the Bengals to fight for the last wild card spot.
Right, no, Bengals are out in my opinion. Bengals are out.
Pittsburgh's playing nothing but division for the rest of the season.
That is true. They have 6 divisional wins starting this week. They haven't played their divisional wins at all. So, which is why I say, they haven't. They're the only team. Week 10 and they still haven't played a divisional game. But it's going to be between, I still have Baltimore winning that division. I did before the season started and everything. But besides Baltimore, all they're going to do is flip. Regardless of it, Pittsburgh is going to be in that 5th seed. Because I don't think that Cincinnati has enough to, because they have too many losses. They're not going to catch up to Pittsburgh, in my opinion. So it's going to be Baltimore at 3, and for sure the Pittsburgh Steelers at
5.
At 5, thank you. Now the Chargers is a different story because they're behind Kansas City. They only have 3 losses. We got to go by the losses here more than the wins, guys. And in those 3 losses, if they continue to win, they're going to lock up that 6th seed. So the only flex position right now is the 7th one because Denver is kind of iffy. They're not, no way on earth is the AFC West going to have 3 teams in the playoffs. It's not going to happen. The North is more likely to do that than the West. So because of that, you're gonna see that 7th seed. Everybody's gunning for it because technically, mathematically speaking, Colts are 1 game away. Bengals are 1 game away, and Miami is technically 1.5 game because we still haven't played that other game. So us 3 are the ones shooting for that 7th seed, and it's still available for us. Like this is why it's still available for us. But Tua has an excellent history of winning big games. Oh man, I'm telling you. Look,
stop. That's so crazy.
At the end of the day, look, we needed this win. I'm happy with just getting a win at this point, but I will say this. We need them to build upon this, period. If they can build upon this and keep moving forward, we should have a good look. Go ahead,
I just want to know, why was he looking like an astronaut last night? What was the point of that sock over his head?
It was 60 degrees and he was cold.
Huh?
What?
In a dome. I know. Don't even ask me.
Who knows?
He
didn't want his hair messed up. I don't know.
And when we go to Green Bay, what's he gonna wear?
A Sherpa. I don't.
You know what? If the man plays well, I don't care if he wears a tutu. If he plays good, pull out whatever you want to wear to. I don't care. Just play good.
We all know he has one in the closet.
Oh well, yeah. Doesn't he have a daughter though?
Tutus make you weak. I'll get you in a ballet class and show you how weak a tutu can be.
No, my daughter did that, man. That was
he has a daughter, dude. Like, so I totally expect.
She did it for 3 years, man, and mixed it up with MMA. It's a good balance of MMA with ballet.
I dated a girl that took ballet, so I'll leave it.
Sure you did, Larry.
Whatever you want. Whatever you want to do.
Banana says, y'all don't understand. 60 degrees in Cali is cold. Yeah, but it's 60 degrees in a dome.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to like.
Man, Crypto went to the game in jean shorts.
That's true.
Well, Crypto lives up north. That felt
AB
like
is
a
so
heat wave
right.
for him.
We're in
Well,
Miami, 60 degrees, and people got 7 blankets.
It's
I'm in
true.
Illinois. It's 35 degrees, and I'm in shorts and a shirt.
Oh,
There
I
you
can't.
go.
Listen, I'm a Floridian. If it drops to like 70, I'm already cold. I'm already cold. I'm
See,
already
I used
cold.
to be like that.
Anything
Like when,
below 70, forget it. I'm freezing.
see, I used to be like that until I moved to Nevada for like 19 years, and then I got used to the cold.
Oh, well, yeah. You build like a little layer of fat around your skin. That's why the Eskimos could be in like almost below zero temperature and be perfectly fine. And then you bring somebody from a tropical area, they'll die in like 20 minutes if they're not like fully in thermals and whatever. We don't have we don't have down here, we don't got the extra layer of thick skin, you know what I mean? That
And
My
the
blubber,
first
we
blood.
don't
year,
got it.
my first year was horrible. Like it was like minus 10 degrees, and and the heaters are on the ground in Nevada. So I had 2 pairs of thermals, jeans, 2 pairs of thermal tops with a sweater, 3 pairs of socks, and I had a big blanket over me over the heater.
You're looking
You
like that
sound like
kid
my
from the
mother.
Christmas.
You
What was
sound
that
like
Christmas
my
movie?
mother.
Remember the kid? They wrapped the kid in the Christmas movie. The little kid was wrapped up in like 15 layers of clothes.
Yeah, that's what
Miss
I
Fitness
was with,
Stadium was
and I
open.
was over,
Oh,
and I
okay.
and I put the heater up at like 79, 80 degrees, and that was it. I
Yeah,
did not
well,
leave that spot.
I'll tell you this. It was still very much interesting for me. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I want to hear from you guys real quick. What two things is what I want to hear. But before I go out, let me end this poll real quick. I had asked everybody in the audience which side won this game, because to me that's something that I know we're gonna talk about ad nauseum this week. You know, especially with the weeks coming up, and we've been talking about it for the last few weeks. But I wanted to hear from you guys, and a lot of you guys answered, so thank you so much for being part of the question. I asked which side won this game. 88% of you guys said the defense won this game. 11% said offense. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been the state of the Miami Dolphins for a while. So I'm fully expecting on that, and I kind of agree. But I don't know what happened to Cap. Thank you, Cap, for coming. Let's go ahead and ladies first, Miss Pam. Talk to me. What is what is your final thought? What do you have on this game, and what are you expecting for us to grow from this, to learn from this? Miss Pam?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was talking. I didn't turn my mic back on. Sorry. So one of the things that I would have liked to have been able to see, which you can't see when watching TV, is you can't see the coverage downfield while Tua is looking for somebody open. I would like to know, were there people open that he missed, or was the coverage that good at times where he's holding the ball too long? So I would like to know more about that situation for this game. Going forward, what we can learn from it is we can do it, and we can have an entire team play and complement each other. The defense definitely, I think, outplayed. If you're going to pick offense, defense, the defense was definitely the one that really carried the game, but the offense did not just enough, but more than enough for us to win the game. So I call it complementary football for the team, and that's where we need to be going forward.
Well said. I like that. Well, thank you so much, ma'am, for supporting Miss Phins and DCC. You'll always be my first. And thank you for coming through. Much, much appreciated. I will for sure catch you tomorrow morning. I always do. And tonight, guys, I forgot tonight, Phins Faithful podcast. I will be live tonight. Come check it out. It's gonna be, I believe, 7:30. So go ahead and check it out tonight. We're gonna be discussing the Dolphins, what happened, and kind of go over that. So you can catch Miss Phins tonight at Phins Faithful Podcast on YouTube. So go check Miss Phins out and Phins Faithful. Thank you so much, Pamela, for coming through. I appreciate you.
Thank you, girl. Love you.
See you later,
Thanks.
Pam.
See ya. And Mr. Lance, talk to me. Give us your final thoughts, sir.
I didn't really get to watch the game, so I can't really speak on the game. But I'm glad we won, in ways. Not so much in others, but the fin is a little more up now. It's like 3/4 of the way up, not all the way down anymore.
Mm-hmm. Hey, listen. Like I said, we're a bad team working our way up to be mid. That's as realistically as I can.
Or is this going to be one of those one-off games where everybody actually played good?
Yeah, the link, Chef Jew, is the link is clipped at the top. The link is clipped at the top. Can you see it? Let me see if I can get it real quick for him.
Chef Jew coming up?
I think so, maybe.
Hey, that's a special occasion there.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this game, we just have to build upon this, honestly. If we could build upon this, we should be okay. I'm hoping, honestly, that at the end of the day, we're able to stack up wins like we're supposed to, because realistically, our margin of error is 0.1%.
Right.
That's it. 0.1%. And so we can't afford to take what do you call it? We can't afford to take anything like that.
Well, this is what happens when how many penalties were there? Did we make? One? So there you go. I mean, when we don't make penalties and we don't have interceptions or fumbles, we win.
We had fumbles and an interception, but the penalties, we only had one. We were thankfully able to clean it up, but yeah, now imagine if we don't have fumbles and interceptions, then we're going to start blowing out teams. I mean,
right.
You know what I mean? We're beating ourselves at the end of the day. So if we can take care of that, we'll be good, man. But Lance, I hope we got this.
The hopeism is going.
Hopium! Yeah!
Just hope it keeps going. That's all.
Right? Exactly. Well, I appreciate you coming through, man. Thank you so much. You have a great day.
All right. You too.
Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming through. I dropped the link for Chef Jew. I don't know if he's going to come up or not, but guys, we're in it. That's it. We're in a good position. We need to take care of our stuff. We played, and to your point, disciplined football. We got to continue to build upon this. We keep doing this, we're going to continue to look good. And at the end of the day, we need all the help we can get. So we need to stop beating ourselves. Okay? But Chef Jew, if you're not going to come up, no worries, dude. No worries whatsoever. Okay? Can I come up soon? Lakers all day. You'd have to come up now. Because I'm ready to close this puppy up right now. So the link, it has been in the chat. So if you want to come up, I'm going to give you 30 seconds, sir. I'll start look something up real quick. Hit that like button, guys. Again, you're here, Phins for the win. Week 10. Thank God. Thank God. Tonight, yes, Miss Phins will be having a show tonight over there at Phins Faithful Podcast. Come check out Miss Phins and Phins Faithful tonight at 7:30 p.m. Okay, I can't wait to see you guys tonight, but it's gonna be at his channel. Go ahead and check us out tonight, and then tomorrow morning, as always, I will have the AFC East show. So we can discuss of us being right back to where, well, we don't belong there. We belong at number 1, but where we've been recently, the last few years, at number 2. Okay. Okay. That's it. I gotta skedaddle anyways. But thank you guys for coming through. You guys are literally the best. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys for coming through. Thank you. Oh, we won. Yes. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Everybody on Twitter and Twitch, thank you so much for coming through, guys. Remember, you can still get the Miss Phins t-shirt, guys, with a cool design in the back. It's $25, $5 to ship it, but I appreciate you guys because right now we need to win, and I'm so happy that we got this win. In prime time is exactly what we needed. Don't think just because we did it once, oh, that's it, we can stop the narrative. Nope. You got multiple times. We got to do this because we got 3 more primetime games. So let's continue this trend and let's continue to win. But if you're watching on Twitter and Twitch, please, well, thank you. And please come over here to YouTube, hit that like button, subscribe so that way we can go ahead and continue to make this happen. And then also too, everybody watching the replay, hi, how you doing? What up, replay? Thank you so much. Hit that like button, subscribe to if you haven't done so already. I appreciate all of you guys. Oh, that's a good idea, AB. I'm gonna consider that. I'm gonna see. Chef Jew, I got my Miss Phins shirt and it's comfortable. I love my Miss Phins t-shirt. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna see who do we get? The Raiders. I'm gonna see if I can find a Raiders for the game preview on Friday. So let me see if I can find somebody to collab with for these next few weeks. But I appreciate that, AB. It's a great idea. But guys, again, it's Miss Phins. Thank you so much for coming through. Take care. Be blessed. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. See you tonight and tomorrow. Bye-bye.